All right, Shalom to elect Israel, to the hopeful elect Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negro, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, Haitians, foreign Israelites, live like the other nations, scattered across the four corners of the earth. Want to give all praise to Barak, Barak, Yahawashi. Barak, Yahawashi. Got to give all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash, name of the Heavenly Father. Everybody ignorantly calls God his true name in the ancient Hebrew, which is Rawchaa, Qadash. His true name is Yahawah. Bahasham means in the name of. Yahawashi is the Holy One of Israel. Everybody ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, a so-called Negro from the tribe of Judah, who was slain at the foundations of the earth for the salvation of the elect of Israel. Then you got 2/3 of the wicked Israelites here in America, Babylon the Great, and the other wicked Israelites scattered across the four corners of the earth that'll come back to the loins of the elect after the destruction. The Rawchaa Qadash is the Holy Spirit that's been bestowed upon the men. The Heavenly Father gave his only begotten Son out of the world to complete this work. So I always want to give double honors to us and the apostles of great millstone. That's all to this truth. Been ordained by the Lord to teach the flock how to live, repent, pray, fast, show forth the Lord's righteousness and mercy, judgment, forgiveness and wrath to all those who are part of the elect, to the hopeful elect. Lord, when we part of that number, Lord, when there's be edifying to those who fear in the name of the Lord, striving to show forth the Lord's righteousness. Like I said, I was looking at something Salakia. Like I said, we're here to exalt the, Lord's righteousness and mercy, judgment, from the elders and apostles. They taught us to do that, mercy, to teach us mercy, judgment, forgiveness, and wrath to also part of the elect, to the hopeful elect. Lord, when we part of that number, Lord, when we be able to find those who fear in the name of the Lord, striving to show forth the Lord's righteousness every day to the best of their abilities. His judgment always comes to light. Zephaniah 3:5, it is not slack, 2 Peter 3:9 unto a ring, 2 Ezra chapter 5, verse 42. Shalom, all you sincere believers out there tuning in and on out to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, Qadash, Barak, Atham. And we're going to get into, a lamb back on my elder. He's if the spirit allows, he's going to go into some more of this thing with D.A.R.P.A. But the fact that he bring that up, like I said, it was a game that I mentioned, in my last previous lesson, and I wanted to go show a little bit of it to show you like this is the kind of stuff that they're trying to achieve. They're trying to achieve something like this, but it's going to backfire on them. Okay, and we talk about how in old Babylon they tried to build the Tower of Babel. And the Tower of Babel was, it was like a physical building that time, but this time it's like a digital. They're like trying to digitally build this tower, and hook everybody up to it. The cloud, give you that MOTB, the mark of the beast. You put in your right hand or your forehead the RFDI chip. They're trying to digitally make this tower this time. Okay. So we're going to first go into Genesis 11, and then we're going to first show you one part of it, because like in the beginning of the game, it shows this woman. Okay. It shows this woman, and she's like the construct, like the host for the game. Okay. And what Esau Edom did was made it take a survey. Like it made it to where like the people who are playing the game, I got a video of this Edomite. He might be a Jake, who knows. It started asking them questions, and it was like a survey, and that's what Esau Edom's doing. He used this game to try to see who's going to comply with what they're doing and who's not. And we're going to show you, like they even do it through video games to show you that they're not playing around with this. Okay, and I'm trying to entice you to go into this tower. So we're going to first start at Genesis 11. I'm just going to read a little bit. I'm just going to be a lot more video than precepts, but we're going to do a few of them through. But it's going to be mainly just, a land back to show you like how in depth they got with this, even in a video game, on different scenarios dealing with these AI. Okay. They made a whole game on this 6 years ago, and now they're actually starting to release this out, but they don't have faces on them and stuff, but they're going to eventually have it like that. That's how they're going to want it. And they're going to have them where they're doing shit like that you wouldn't think they do, like be detectives and shit. Okay. I'm going to show you. So it says universal language, Babel, confusion. That's what Babel means. Babel, confusion. Babylon is the land of confusion, man. Nobody really understands this place except the hopeful elect. Everybody else just thinks it's America. This is Babylon. This is the the second Tower of Babel being built. But it looks like in the physical the revived Roman Empire. So it says, in the whole, verse 1, and the whole earth was of one language and of one speech. And it came to pass they journeyed from the east, and they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there, and they said to one another, let us make brick and burn them thoroughly. And they had laid brick for stone, and slime had they for mortar. And they said, let us build a city and a tower whose top may reach unto heaven, and let us make a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the whole face of the earth, upon the face of the whole earth. And that shows you that even now, that's how you had Esau Edom and them. You see them videos where they'll put like time capsules and stuff in the ground, and then they'll come dig them up 100 years later. A lot of that stuff, when they went into it, there was, themselves telling themselves that like, y'all reincarnated here and this is what's going on. So a lot of them, were wise enough to keep and retain. That's how they've been able to perfect this shit. Okay. So they kept up with what they were doing, their craft, and don't let these Edomites fool you, Jake. They know reincarnation exists. That's why they hid it. Try to make it where, you wouldn't think it exists. So they're smarter than Jake think. So anyways, and the Lord came down to see if the city and the tower which the children of men builded. And the Lord said, behold, the people is one, and they all have one language. That's what they're trying to bring back. They're trying to bring that new world order in where everybody's all one. You got the MOTB, and you speak one language, which is theirs. Okay, you're gonna do whatever they tell you to do, and it's definitely probably gonna be English. And they might have a feature on the thing where it's like you can speak any language and understand any language with the chip. They might do that to entice you. Who knows? Okay. And this they begin to do, and now nothing will be restrained from them, which they imagine to do. Let us go down, and this is the Lord saying now. He's saying now to go down there and there confound their language that they might not understand one another's speech. See, so then they got scattered, abroad thence from the whole face of the earth, and they left off to build the city. Okay. Therefore, the name of it is called Babel, because the Lord did there confound the language of all the earth. And from thence did the Lord scatter them abroad upon the face of all the earth. Okay. So we're going to go that word imagined, right? They have imagined to do. Okay. They've been trying to build this thing since the dawn of time. They've been trying to get this shit built, but last time the Lord stopped it, and he's going to stop it this time.
Strong's H2161. Zamam.
That's how you say it in the Assyrian Hebrew, not the Syrian, but the Arabic Hebrew. To have a thought, devise, plan, consider, purpose, to consider, fix thought upon, to purpose, devise, a plot of evil intent. And that's what they're doing this time. They're imagining chipping everybody on the planet. Okay. And they're considering the best way to go about it. Okay. Before they really unleash it. So we're going to go over here. We're going to go back, and we're going to show you this this video game survey that they did, and they asked these 10 questions to whoever was playing, and to show you this is what they want. Okay. So Lord willing us edifying to the flock. And then after we do this, we're going to go into that word imaginations in the New Testament and show you this is why we do this stuff. Okay. So bear with me. Get this set up. And we're going to play it. All right.
CyberLife, the company that manufactured me, is conducting a user survey. Would you like to participate?
See, so in this game, the people called CyberLife are the ones who's making the robots. But now, as we've seen, real life, they call D.A.R.P.A. Okay. So they already had this shit planned out. They were showing this shit in video games and everything. Just watch.
Great. Let's start. Would you consider having a relationship with an android that looks like a human?
See? See, and he clicked yes. He clicked yes. He's cool with that. See what I'm saying? And that's what they're gonna be doing, man. Man, watch.
Do you think that technology could become a threat to mankind? If you had to live on a deserted island and could only bring one object, what would it be?
So he said yes on that one. And this
The cell phone won't work. Half these things won't even work.
See, now this right here It's spiritual to me because it said if you lived on a deserted island, it could only bring one object. What could it be? And to hear for Jake, America, Babylon the Great is a deserted island. You know, it's it's the land of that we were banished to. Okay, so like one of the answers is a book. So that was, you know, the best thing that we got here in this desert. You know, because that's what this place is going to ultimately be after the missiles. You know, they call this the Valley of the Shadow of Death. This place is no good for Jake, man. It's a false utopia for Jake. You know, and the only thing that that one object, that book, is what gave us a spiritual understanding of what we need to prepare for living here in Babylon, and you know, even the other Israelites scattered across the four corners of the earth. But he's going to select an instrument because, you know, he's not thinking about it like we would.
A book, I guess? I don't know. Instrument.
Do you consider yourself dependent on technology?
He's going to say yes.
Yes.
What technology do you most anticipate?
Look this, because some of y'all can't see it on my other thing. It says androids, flying cars, space tourism, and it says brain connected devices. So what we're gonna look up is that word anticipate. Okay. Okay. A lot of people act like they don't know what the fuck is going on, but they do.
Anticipate.
Anticipate, regard as probable, expect or predict, act as a forerunner or precursor of. Okay. They was already seeing if you was gonna be down with this shit. They ask you in many people in many ways, and they you know, they test it out. Gonna keep going. It's lock in. He's going to say brain connected devices. He knows what he's talking about. See?
Do you believe in God?
Here it is.
I'm going to don't know. That way people don't get offended.
See, he say he don't know, but that means that, you know, he probably don't. That's why he say he don't want people to get offended, because he really don't. He already said he's cool with dating an AI robot. You got some people out here that's Jake who look like Esau Edom. And this is how they really think, man, and vice versa. Jake has been drowned here in this ideology of like, you know, AI is the way to go. And they did that through video games and stuff like that. So you got them nerds, they play this shit all day. Those going to be the main ones who take this shit because they're fascinated by it.
Would you let an android take care of your children?
Mm-hmm. See, what was Elon Musk talking about? The robots take care of your children. See what I'm saying? And they got people that's playing this video game asking shit like this, man.
Yeah.
He said, yep, that's cool. See, most people was going to accept the MOTB, man. He said, yeah, that's cool. Sure.
How much time per day would you say you spend on an electronic device?
Way too much today. Well, with how much I do for YouTube, probably at least this.
If you needed emergency surgery,
Okay.
which
At least 4 hours. That's about all of us. Even me, I'd use about 4 hours on YouTube and shit. More than that, like when I be at work, I'll be listening to brothers and you know, shit. Most of us be on the phone all damn day. You know, even if we're not looking at it, we got it playing a video or something and listening to something. That's what I'll be doing. I'll be on the phone most of the day because that's how we communicate with the brotherhood. So, you know, this whole construct was basically for the prophets to communicate. So once that's over with, what do you think's going to happen? The Lord's going to kill all this shit. Most of this is for us, you know, to do the work. And after that, you know, everything else is just folly around it for us to expose it. And then, you know, prophecy as well. And then, you know, he's going to cut it off. So you know, when we're done, this place is done. Okay. Watch this.
would you agree to be operated on by a machine?
It's asking you like, you know what I'm saying? Some serious shit. It's a video game.
Do you think one day machines could develop consciousness?
Yes. Oh. Look at that.
See, and they're like showing whoever, everybody else.
Wow, 70% of people would want to bang an android. Okay.
Yep, see?
Huh. These results here.
So, you know, it's showing that most people is with this shit. That's what we're telling you, Jake. Like, you can't be like these people, man. They're like really with this shit. Okay? And it shows the results on there, but we ain't gonna go too far into that. So I want to go to a situation. There's a scenario in the game, right? There's a I'm gonna say too much, but it's basically some shit goes down and they send the android to go fix the problem. Okay? This is the kind of shit that's gonna be fucking going down because the Lord is gonna do this to these robots. Okay? He's gonna fuck them up. He's gonna have them doing stupid shit and bugging out. Okay? Because it's a wicked world, and they're gonna train them. They're gonna basically make them to where, you know, they're gonna try to make them so advanced that when you're like, just like that movie Subservience, he had it where it was like, yeah, is the robots fit to like basically aid you in your specific needs, and it grows and learns how to deal with you as it goes along, right? But if you got like an AI robot and it's dealing with, you know, different types of emotions, it's like betrayal and shit, it's gonna act like a human and shit. Okay, that's the point that I'm trying to bring out. Like, this shit is not gonna work. It's not gonna be some utopia. Everybody thinks this shit's gonna work out. You already got these niggas talking about 70% of the people said they would bang a motherfucking R2D2. Like, this is real life. See what I'm saying? The majority of people are going to get down with this. This was 6 years ago. Okay? This is Job chapter 5, verse 12. It says, he disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. Remember it talked about they imagined, and it was a plot. It was a specific task. And that task that today is talking about bringing in that new world order. Going to look at that word enterprise.
Strong's H 8454. Tushia.
That's how you say that, and it's in the Arabic Hebrew. Wisdom, sound knowledge, success, sound or efficient wisdom, abiding success, sound or efficient wisdom, abiding success of the effective sound wisdom. Okay, and undertaking, enterprise, substance. Okay, you know, the Lord is, they got a lot of technology. They got a lot of grip on what they're finna do. That's why they're finna try to do it, because they've went through many different aspects and they've only given you a glimpse of some of the problems that they're seeing that could happen with it, and they're trying to counteract that and make and you know, override that. But it's gonna the Lord's gonna make it malfunction, man. He's gonna make it where it don't work. Okay, so we're gonna show you a situation. It was like the first one in the game, and like I said, that's what they're gonna start doing. Instead of sending the police, they're gonna send an android to your fucking house. Okay, to fix the problem. That's what's gonna start happening. So watch this. There might be some humans there. I'm gonna show you this. How shit can go wrong with these damn androids. You know, Sony, they be making some games, man. They be trying to show you what's going down, what's finna go down. Check this out.
Hello. Welcome to the Detroit Experience. I'm an android and I'll be your hostess. Before we begin, Let's make some adjustments to optimize your experience. These language settings were detected on your console. Are they correct? Please adjust your screen settings.
Just let it keep going. Yeah, he gonna do his thing.
Thank you. Now select your profile. When this sign is displayed, please do not turn off your console. You are now ready to begin Detroit. Remember, this is not just a story. This is our future.
See? And that's what's coming up. That's what they was just talking about yesterday. They making all this shit and they showing you video games and everything to get you prepared. Be like, don't be acting all weird when we really drop this shit. Watch this shit, man. And what's crazy about this game is like everything you do, it makes it where the end of the story is different. Okay, so like if you do some different shit, the whole story is going to end different. You know what I mean? And there's 3 different characters, and all 3 of them, like the story ends different. Whatever you do in those actions, you see what I'm saying? And it sums up to where like whatever you chose to do, it's got I can't remember. It's got hundreds of different endings though, so they really like thought about this game and shit. All right. And I'm gonna show you something. I don't want to say it right now, but it's pretty surprising. They had somebody who's actually like in here who exists in real life. Okay, I'm not gonna say who it is, but I'm gonna show it later on. You gonna know who it is when you hear her voice. It's a woman, but it ain't Kamala, but it's one. I'm gonna show you. Watch this. Before we get started, you see on his back has said RK800. So he's like an advanced android. So they got him doing jobs like detective and shit. But you got the other androids, they'll be like RK700, 600, 500. The 500s are like maids and shit. You know, they can't do nothing like super technical. But they have the ones where they're like more upgraded and they're more wise than them. So watch. And that's what that dude Bill Gates said. He said they hope AI keeps recreating itself. It's gonna get to the point to where it gains a consciousness, man. And that motherfucker is gonna be doing what Yahawashi wants it to, which is revolt on this fucking place. You're gonna see.
Negotiator on site. Repeat. Negotiator on site.
No, stop. I can't hear.
She give you a choice where you can save the fish and shit. See what I'm saying?
Oh, please, you gotta save my little girl. Wait. You're sending an android?
All right, ma'am. You need to go.
You can't do that. Why aren't you sending a real person?
See? That's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be shit you got going on, and it's gonna be a problem, and they're gonna send that nigga bot 500. They ain't gonna even send no human no more. You're gonna be like, damn, these motherfuckers really don't give a shit about us. See, even the SWAT team's confused. They was like, why are they sending the damn android to do this shit? They're confused about it.
I don't give a shit. My men are ready to step in. Just give me orders.
Captain Allen, my name is Connor. I'm the android sent by CyberLife.
All right, hold on.
It's firing and everything moves. It already shot down 2 of my men. We could easily get it. They're on the edge of the balcony. If it falls, she falls.
Have you tried its deactivation?
It's the first thing we tried.
See? So he tried that. They got a deactivation code for him. That shit didn't even work. That's how you see that they thought they was gonna have it where if it just fucked up, they could just cut it off. They can't even cut the shit off. See what I'm saying? That's what Edom's gonna be dealing with in that day. He'll be like, why the fuck can't we fix this shit? This Lord, fucking up his enterprise. Slocky is kind of, glitchy.
Has it experienced an emotional shock recently?
Listen, saving that kid is all that matters. So either you deal with this fucking android now, or I'll take care of it.
See, now you gotta go analyze shit and look at shit. Right? So we're gonna do this. We're gonna speed it up a little bit where he goes outside. All right. And he's got to go figure out, he finds out that basically he's got this little girl. I'm gonna speed it up just a little bit. Here, let me do this so it'll go a little faster because you got it on full screen. It goes a little slower than usual.
The world. Say hi, Daniel. Hello.
Come on now.
Our bestie will always be together.
See, and the ones that be acting weird and shit, the robots that start fucking up, they call them deviants. That's what they call them. Come on, man. Let me do this. Let me see if I can turn down the resolution a little bit. Yeah, it looks a little bit bad. I'm gonna leave it right there. At least 360. That'll make it a little better. Might make it play a little better. It's like a detective fucking robot. This is shit they're gonna send, man.
All units in positions. Negotiators going in.
You know, he's like analyzing what happened to the dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna speed it up just a little bit. The one that he's dealing with is a PL 600. See, he's an RK 800. So he's like an advanced one. See what I'm saying?
Stay back! Don't come any closer or I'll jump!
No, please, I'm begging you!
Hi, Daniel. My name is Connor.
How do you know my name?
I know a lot of things about you. I've come to get you out of this. I'm an android, just like you. I know how you're feeling.
He like tried to like program it to be like sentimental and shit. That's what they wanted to be like, man. They wanted to be just like a human. That's why they was asking, like, would you date one of these motherfuckers? See what I'm saying?
What does it make if you're an android? You're on their side. You can't understand how I'm feeling.
They were going to replace you, and you became upset. That's what happened, right?
I thought I was part of the family. I thought I mattered. But I was just their toy. Something to throw away when you're done with it.
He's losing blood. If we don't get him to a hospital, he's going to die.
All humans die eventually. What does it matter if this one dies now?
I'm going to apply a tourniquet.
Don't touch him! Touch him and I'd kill you!
Okay. I know you and Emma were very close. You think she betrayed you, but she's done nothing wrong.
She lied to me! I thought she loved me. But I was wrong. She's just like all the other humans.
Daniel, no!
Listen, I know it's not your fault. These emotions you're feeling are just errors in your software.
No, it's not my fault. I never wanted this. I love them, you know? But I was nothing to them. Just a slave to be ordered around. I can't stand that noise anymore. Tell that helicopter to get out of here.
The situation is under control.
There, I did what you wanted. You have to trust me, Daniel. Let the hostage go, and I promise you, everything will be fine.
I want everyone to leave. And I want a car. When I'm outside the city, I'll let her go.
That's impossible, Daniel. Let the girl go, and I promise you won't be hurt.
I don't want to die.
You're not going to die. We're just going to talk. Nothing will happen to you. You have my word.
Okay. I trust you. You lied to me, Connor. You lied to me.
The kind of games they making, man. Y'all don't think they really trying to do this shit? This the kind of games they making shit. You know what I mean? That shit's wild. And at the end of it, all the motherfuckers, there's an ending where all these motherfuckers revolt. Okay? I'm just gonna play one little part. I still want to go into a precept. And then we're gonna play one more little part. And then maybe like one more precept, two more precepts, and then we gone. Don't want to make this too long. But I wanted to kind of show a little bit of like situations that can go down. You know, dealing with this shit, man. Don't you buy you no damn bot, Jake, and have it taking care of your kids. Your damn bitch be hanging over the damn roof with your kid talking about it lied and shit. So they done program that thing to have feelings and shit. But it's not a human, so it's going to overreact. 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4, and it reads, "For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations," right? They imagine to have this utopia with AI, okay? And they want you to be like that too, so they can control you too, okay? Casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of the Most High. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to use their left-hand side knowledge to overpower prophecy, to overpower the Lord's, chosen coming back to the Heavenly Father. They're trying to have a place where they can just click a button and you don't remember nothing. That's what they're trying to do. So Israel can't finish the prophecy, because we have to preach this to the end. But it's not going to work. That's why they haven't pushed it yet, because it's not working. Shit's malfunctioning and shit. You see how the Tesla cars be blowing up and shit, and bringing into captivity every thought of the obedience to the obedience of Mashiach, which is talking about Yahawashi. Having the readiness to revenge all disobedience, like I said, when your obedience is fulfilled. Or it says, and having in a readiness to revenge all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled, which means that the like we said yesterday, the saints of the Most High take the kingdom. So we're gonna come destroy everybody who's against the Most High with the Lord. So we're gonna look up this word imaginations in the New Testament. We're gonna match with that one with the imaginations that they had building the first Tower of Babel. It's the same way they're trying to do it now. Now they have these imaginations, and nothing's stopped them from doing it because they have, all the equipment to do it.
Strong's G 3053. Lagismas.
Lagismas. So the Lord's going to have to stop them, just like he did last time by confounding their languages. But this time he's going to stop them with destruction. It says a reckoning, computation, a reasoning such as is hostile to Hamashiachian faith, a judgment, decision such as conscience passes, right? Says computation. See, they're talking about trying to do things digitally now, right? Imagination, thought, reasoning. So we're coming and breaking down those imaginations to show you that this AI shit's not going to work, Jake. You can't go with this shit, But I just want to show one little last part and just get to the point to show you that they even had some people in this that was like real people and shit. I got to find it right here. Okay, this is after all the damn robots revolt and they had a protest and shit to talk about they deserve, rights and shit. Okay. And there's one way that like they get real violent and they just start fucking everything up and they go to war with the humans and shit. But this is the one where they try to make it where they had a peaceful protest and like that shit don't work in Babylon the Great. That shit ain't gonna matter, man. That's what the elder was talking about tonight. You got people who go and protest. That's not gonna change the war coming. That's not gonna change World War III coming off. So whatever you think is gonna work, it's not gonna work, Jake. Okay, so this is right here where I just had it on. Hold on. I just want to show you who they got in this to show you how legit like they tried to make this shit. I want you to, before I say it, I want you to kind of look at it who you think it is. So hold on. It's gonna play an ad.
This game, you're not ready for it.
Watch this.
Infiltrated by deviants. Given their overwhelming numbers and the risk of civilian casualties, I have ordered the army to retreat. The evacuation of the city is underway at this very moment. In the coming hours, I will address the Senate to determine our response to this unprecedented situation.
Yes,
I know that public opinion has been moved by the deviants' cause.
Who's that sound like? It sound like Hillary Clinton, don't it? See, they even had people in here that's like real people and shit. They was trying to make this shit look real. They look like a young Hillary Clinton and shit. Because you know she looked way older than that in real life. But they tried.
Perhaps the time has come for us to consider the possibility that androids are a new form of intelligent life. One thing is certain. The events in Detroit have changed the world forever. May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America.
Man, whatever. Y'all motherfuckers ain't getting blessed. You gonna get blessed with these intercontinental ballistic missiles. So then it just shows all the robots coming together and being best friends, and they run in Detroit. And that's what's gonna happen across America, Babylon the Great. These robots are gonna fuck up a lot of people, man. And they're gonna have the robot soldiers too. They're gonna have them out here too. And all of them is going, you know, they're gonna try to program them. They want to program them to go against the Most High and the angels, you know. That's really what they're trying to do. They're trying to make them things more intelligent than them because they know that they can't beat the Most High on their own. They're going to have to use technology, and they're still going to lose miserably. Miserably. So I got two more presets. We're going to get out of here. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 28. Just want to show a little bit of like, you know, they out here really showing you that, you know, they're going to do this. And this is going to happen to 2/3 of our people because they didn't want to listen. And then the time comes where they in a situation like that, where they let some damn AI robot take care of their child, and they done grab their ass and then shot the dad in the house and hanging off the ledge with their child. We're going to send another android. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have to send another android to make that android, like, you know, feel like it's with its own kind and shit, because they didn't computed this shit to evaluate shit. See what I'm saying? Shit's not going to be good. Proverbs chapter 1, everybody think it's going to be good. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 28, and it reads, "Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer." That's how it's going to be in that day. 2/3 going to be asking for the Lord. The other wicked Israelites, none of these not going to answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. And that's what they're doing right now. That's what you see, you know, our people going into the churches. They, you know, worshiping some other God or trying to doing some religion to stay right. That's them seeking the Lord early, and they're not going to ever come to this truth. You know, it's written like that. 2/3 of our people are never going to come to this truth, man. And they're never going to find him. That's why we're blessed to have found him. And you got some people who found the Most High and fell out the truth. So just because you hear don't mean that you're going to make it. You got to really endure to the end. Then shall they call on me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. Verse 29. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord. See, they didn't have no fear of what's coming upon the earth, man, from Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Verse 30. They would none of my counsel. They despised all my reproofs. Like all the lessons we did, they was like, fuck that. So the Lord's going to do this. Verse 31, therefore shall they eat the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. See, we read that verse, that word devices in Genesis, you know, their imaginations, you know, their enterprises, you know, those devices, that AI that they believed that was going to make things better. It's going to be what puts them in derision, which is ultimately that MOTB. It's going to put them in a lane of destruction from Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. So I tell you, like, you got to use the world, but not abuse the world, Jake. Like, it ain't nothing wrong using no cell phone, especially if it's doing the work of the Lord. But if you just, you know, you relying on this shit to where it's like, when that famine of the word comes and the Lord, you know, issue in Jacob's trouble, we're going to have to let go of all this technological shit. Okay, so you got to like have a limit on how much you rely on this stuff. Of course, we gonna have AC and refrigerators and all that shit, but in that day, we're not going to be using none of that, you know? So you have to spiritually prepare your mind to go without this shit. And that's going to be a hard thing for Jake because that's all we've survived off of this time that we've been here, you know? And you got some Jakes that went through certain situations that they live without this stuff than others. So it might be a little bit easier for some Jakes, but it's all about, you know, preparing yourself, Jake, because you don't know what the Lord's going to put you through for your test. It's the wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 10. But the Most High shall be, it's not the Most High, but the ungodly shall be punished according to their own imaginations, which have neglected the righteous and forsaken the Lord. That's in the Apocrypha. So it's showing all these different precepts of the Lord giving them to their own imaginations and their own devices, these robots, the chip and all that, you know. They was already talking about, we seen earlier, it said the juice box was talking about even the area that they shot it in them, it was infected. That's how it's going to be with the MOTB. You're going to get big ass cancer boil on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? After you take that shit, it might happen a little later, maybe a week later, who knows? We don't know how long, but that's what it said in Revelation. So that's all I wanted to show. So, you know, I tried to make it quicker than an hour, but we got to about an hour. So Lord willing is edifying to the flock. Shalom to elect Israel, hopefully elect Israel, Hebrew Israelites, so-called Negro, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, Haitians, foreign Israelites, elected the nations, scattered across four corners of the earth. I want to give all praise to Barak, the Barak, the Yahawashi. Got to give all praise to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, let us all to this truth. Been ordained by the Lord to teach the flock how to live, repent, pray fast, show forth the Lord's righteousness and mercy, judgment, forgiveness, and wrath to all those who are part of the elect, to the hopeful elect. Lord, when we part of that number, Lord, when this be edified those who fear in the name of the Lord, striving to show forth the Lord's righteousness every day to the best of their abilities. His judgment always comes to light. Zephaniah 3:5, not slack. 2 Peter 3:9. Until a ring, 2nd chapter 5, verse 42. Why above, Lord wants to edify to the flock. Peace and blessing to the elect. And, you know, the title was, you know, Detroit Become Human shows exactly what D.A.R.P.A and Elon Musk want. They want these high technological robots where they can tell it to do whatever they want to or not. And they want them to look like humans so people will be accustomed to them and want to get with them and use them. So I was asking, and it says 70% of those people played that game was like, yeah, they'll date an Android. Okay, this is how they're using video games to deceive a lot of people and masses to thinking that this shit is cool, like it's going to work. Okay, and now, of course, they like drama, so they're going to make the game with, you know, all that crazy shit going on in it. And that game does get pretty crazy. Like, you even got some of the robots, they're like kind of acting like, you know, they're trying to like escape and be free. So they're like trying to run to Canada and shit, where they're like nice to the robots up there and shit. It's crazy ass game, man. Like, it's a wild ass game. But I just wanted to show that. So wild bubble ball, peace blessed to the elect, Kwame Yasharala. Shalom.